Hello everyone, how are you all? This is me, Shobit Singhal, and I'm with Amrit Palkor, Corporate Navigator. We both are going to discuss about appraisals today. So, in 2025, do you want your career's best year to be appear in 2025? Do you want good appraisals? Do you want growth in terms of salary, in terms of recognition? If you want all that and you're a corporate professional and you want to grow in that company or any other company, this video is going to be very important for you. So stay tuned and listen to the entire 10-minute video that we are going to discuss now. Okay. So Amrit ma'am, welcome to the welcome to the video again. How are you feeling today?
Very well. Thank you so much, Shobhit, for this opportunity to speak with you. And obviously, this is a very important topic, what we are going to discuss now.
Awesome. So, ma'am, next 6 months are going to be very important. November, December, January, February, March, April, until April, it's going to be the appraisal season for most of the employees. Now, I don't recommend employees to just leave their job directly and start the business. I always mention that first you grow in your job, get some experience, and then look for your own business. So, right now, what your job, if you can appraise yourself in the same job or another job, that's the best decision you can make for yourself. So, Amrit ma'am, give us the top tips that, next 6 months should be the focus areas for all these professionals.
Okay. So we can start, though my suggestion always as operations manager has been that the day you join the organization, you should start thinking about your appraisal rather than getting in the middle of the year thinking about it. Because each and every step in the organization or every day is an opportunity to appraise yourself or to show yourself about what you are capable of. But of course, we are in the middle of the year and still we have 6 months to go. And we can still start with the thought process of appraisals. But appraisals should not just be targeted about the money part.
Yeah.
Obviously, money is very important for us, but appraisals happen in multiple ways. So, to uh, shortlist the main points, number one thing is whatever deliverables are expected out of you. Are you very clear about it? If not, go to your team lead, go to your reporting manager, go to your HR and ask about the clarity. What are your KPIs, which is very, very important. And then start building on it. Are you meeting your targets on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis? Try to document it. Whatever good you have done, whatever you have achieved. Some positions are where you can quantify your contribution. Maybe you are into sales and marketing. There you can quantify your sales targets, that this is the revenue I have generated, this is the money I have brought in, or the clients I have introduced to the company. But some positions are where you cannot quantify your work. But of course, your work is very important. You might be working on the back end side. So, in that case, what to do? This is a very common problem which I face during appraisals. That, ma'am, my work is not that I am bringing in the any revenue. So, how I can quantify? What you can do is whatever tasks were given to you, were you able to automate those tasks? Were you able to reduce the time spent on it? Were you able to use any new tools, introduce new tools to the company which has helped them to reduce their task, or the dirty hands are being reduced? So all these things do matter. Each and every project can be divided into tasks, and those tasks achieved, and then deliverables.
Also, one thing that I want to add here is this is a mistake that even I made in the beginning of my career, and many professionals are making. This is for everyone who's listening to this video. You are not documenting everyday work that you are doing for the company. There are so many tasks, so many work, so many meetings, so many backend support, so many discussions, creativity, so many things you are doing on a daily basis. But because there is no documentation of that, you are not able to say it on the year end that, oh, I did this for the entire year. So my one suggestion is create a personal document for yourself. It can be a sheet, it can be a Word document, anything whichever is convenient. Or there are CRM softwares that a lot of companies use. You can update that roster every day. You can update that. Make sure that you have an account of every single day what you have been doing for the company. That documentation is very, very important. When I went for my appraisals, I always showed that document, and companies were surprised the kind of work they have done. And this is not for me, every employee does that. The problem is your work is invisible to the leadership sometimes. Do you agree with that, ma'am?
Yes, absolutely. Because see,
Mm,
big organizations or small organizations, leadership is very much engrossed in, business development and
mm,
other nitty-gritty of the business. They don't remember, because for them you are just an employee, but for you, you are the master of your career. And if you are master of your career, you should know the way business owner thinks about their business. You should think about your career. Whatever deliverables are given to you, whatever KPIs are there,
mm,
number one, you should meet. If you are unable to meet, at least the challenges, were you able to discuss? Were those challenges resolved? Or did you take to the level where you can come up with a problem or the solution out of the box thinking, and you are able to introduce something which is going to help your team members as well? So it is about being accountability about the job which has been given to you.
yes, one more thing I want to add here is that, ma'am, recently I went for a sales training for a company, right? And I was taking sales training for these 5 employees. It's a corporate gifting company, small company in Bangalore. One of the major issues which I found, because I did a 6 hour training for these guys, they are good speaking, communication is good, the attitude is good, everything is good. There is no energy when they speak. I don't feel like talking to them because they are so dull, they are so frustrated in life for whatever reasons. I don't care. When you speak to someone, for appraisals are not only for the task that you complete. Appraisals are also for the positivity that you bring in the company, to the people, to the team. If you're always bogged down for next 6 months, we talked about right in the beginning, bring positivity to the company. When people speak to you, you should have a congenial personality. People want to speak to you. People want to work with you. Ma'am, this training which I was doing, they were very intelligent guys. I can see that they were young kids, but they were very, very frustrated with their life. They were not able to, like if I asked them, okay, how would you respond to this? I think that they were so dull with their answers. So one thing I would like to tell professionals is you have to be energetic when you speak to the leadership and appraisal team, because they see your energy, they see the way. I'm not talking about energy like you shout or laugh every time, but your energy is like your words should be clear, your language should be clear. All these things matters in the company.
Absolutely, Shobit. And here I would like to add one thing. When we are talking about the energy, the thing is the enthusiasm, what you bring on table is very, very important. But that will not happen when you are thinking that this is my job, day-to-day rut, I am doing it and I can complete it in my sleep as well. It doesn't happen like that. That enthusiasm comes with the interest in the position, what you are right now at, and what you are perceiving yourself in next 6 months. If today you are an individual contributor, probably if you start mentoring your team members, you might be visualized as a next team lead. So if you cannot visualize yourself as a team lead, how your manager is going to visualize it?
Yes, yes.
So that energy will automatically show up if you are capable of hand holding. If you are not capable of hand holding, it will be a problem for you. And when you are sitting on the appraisal table, what you will be getting is, okay, I have met the numbers. So this is what? So 5%, 7%, the regular one. Then there will be no title change and no responsibility change, and you are not learning anything new.
Yes. So actually, I was talking to that sales team today when I went to the training. I gave them 4 E's today actually for sales to happen. So same 4 E's I would like to tell for the appraisal also. Number one is energy. Please be energetic. When I say energy, just be positive. That people should have that positive energy when they talk to you, when they see you, when they see any task, something like that. Secondly, you have to be a little bit emotional for the work that you're doing. Be passionate. Sorry for the these these things, but yeah, you have to be a little bit emotional. So I was talking to my the sales team that you have to tap into the emotions of your client. That if you're selling them, let's say you're selling them a copper bottle, it's not about the copper bottle, it's about the event that they are trying to buy the copper bottle is. So the event is that she is having her daughter's wedding and she wants to give a return gift to the the guest who comes. So the emotion is the status or the positivity that that image that people will have with the gift. So you can talk about that emotion. So energy, the emotion is very important. You have to be emotional for the work that you do a little bit. EQ, not emotion, emotional quotient you should have, right? And third E, I was talking about the expression. This is the main problem, that people don't express the problem they have with the company also many times. Like, it's very easy to criticize the company, but if you have a problem, you don't discuss that with the with the management. You don't express the problems with the solution also. We discussed this in one of the videos. I remember people like to complain about the company, but they never find the solutions about the company.
Yes,
Yes.
right. And whenever we are talking about any problem or anything, I would suggest that people should use the star method. Situation, what is the situation? What was the task assigned, or what was the task associated with that situation? What action has been taken, or what kind of actions can be taken? And
Yes.
then the result, if the previous way we are working, what kind of expectations one can have, and if we change the perspective and we change the way of working, what kind of results we can expect. Any boss, any reporting manager, any head of the organization would love to see. It is not just that every time you are bringing in the situation and asking about, give me the answer. Come up
Mm.
with the answers also,
Yes.
because you are boss of your own career.
Yes. So four things that you mentioned very specifically, just to recap: star situation, task,
Task, action,
action.
and result.
Yes. So these four things have to be analyzed. And just to recap my answer, four is energy, emotion, expression, and lastly, engagement. The problem with most of the employees, what I see, because we are talking about appraisal, they don't engage with the leadership team much. So they just, they most of the employees, what I have observed in my experience, they go into the shell that मुझे जो काम दिया मैं वही करूंगा, मुझे उससे आगे फर्क नहीं पड़ता. Visibility is very important in the company. If you're, it's not about favoritism, it's about, if people see you, they think that you're working more. So basically, you have to be make sure that okay, people are able to notice you. The work that you are doing is getting noticed. That visibility is very important for you, for your appraisal. When people remember you, your name, they will actually have a positive impact on you when they are assigning the ratings to you or whatever. It's like that. So yeah.
Absolutely. And here I would like to add one thing, what you said, that visibility. Make sure that you are visible for all the right reasons, not
Yes.
for the wrong reasons.
Yes. Yes. Of course.
This is very important.
One cheat code that I can give people is that whenever I used to send mails, important mails at least, every day, whichever mail I used to send, I used to keep my immediate manager into CC. He said, Shobit, why are you keeping me in CC? No, sir, I want you to be in CC. If I'm sending 100 mails, you will be in CC. I don't care. You can create a separate box for me, or you can unsubscribe me. I don't care, but you will receive the mails because I want you to see. If I'm sending an important mail on some important day that this task has been done, thank you so much. I made sure that my super boss is also in CC in those mails.
Yes.
So
Transparency.
those records are there, and when he sees those mails, and when I have an interaction with my super boss once or twice in a month or something, he remembers my name, he remembers the task. Hey Shobit, I heard that you informed the organizing committee of that event. Yes sir, I did. Oh, congratulations, good job. So you have to be very very subtle with all these things to make sure that you are visible in the company. and of
Absolutely.
and of course everything comes down to, like, these are all these are all subtle situations, but ultimately everything comes down to the outcome that you're producing. So this
Yes.
is the, as ma'am said that if your job is not tangible or measurable, make sure that you are doing something or the other to make sure that it's recorded. Like, you can automate a process, delegate, removing the processes of the company is the biggest thing you can do. Automating the
Yes.
process, if you can introduce a process that even if you leave, people will talk about you. That's
Yes.
something
Right.
that you can do. Yeah.
Absolutely. And always be positive and humble. And if you can handhold, you should hand hold of your colleagues. And people will remember you 10 years after also if they meet you. You know, this industries are very small and you can meet everyone and anyone anywhere. So try to create a positive impact about you.
So, just to recap, there are five major things that we discussed today. Number one, document every task that you do. Okay, very important. Secondly, the star method given by Amrit ma'am. The four E's given by me. If you have missed it, go back to the video. Fourth, I think we discussed on that, you have to be visible in the company, right? Also, ma'am, two, 3 points that you mentioned in the beginning. Can you just repeat them?
Yes, of course. The first thing is that maintaining in writing everything,
Yes.
whatever tasks have been assigned, keep a journal about it, whether it is positive or negative, and were you able to uh, put it in front of your leaders or not?
Yes, yes. And lastly, and most importantly, I think we also, this is something which you mentioned very importantly, create processes that reduce processes. Very important.
Absolutely.
Those automations.
Absolutely.
So these things are, I think also you mentioned about KRAs and KPIs. Like you have to be very, very sure about that.
Sure about it. And
Not
one
just-
more thing, the day you join the company, start
Yes.
thinking about the appraisal as well.
Yes. So everything should be outcome driven. You should. This is
Yes.
the. I think in previous video also, ma'am, we discussed about this is the problem with me also when I was doing tasks that I thought are very, very vigorous and all. It is not benefiting the company at all directly. Like I was collecting a lot of feedbacks by clients, but they were saying these feedbacks are not converting into sales. Shobit, we've hired you for sales primarily, so focus
Yes.
on that. So your KPIs and KRAs are very, very important. Make sure that you're focusing on that. You do 10 things, but ultimately during appraisals they will catch you on the KPIs only, like आपने किया क्या exactly. Are you
Exactly.
perform the task that were given to you in the beginning?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Great, ma'am. I think it was a good discussion. Yeah, so thank you so much for this, and we'll have more videos like this. Stay tuned and follow both of us on LinkedIn. Thank you.
Thank you.